Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are back playing Dota with the A to Z challenge and I have another invisible hero, the one and only Clinkz. And let's just get this set up. There we go. Okay, so played a few games with Clinkz. It's a fairly easy hero to use. I actually played a game with some friends who are kind of far above me in skill level yesterday, and that was a really good game. It wasn't a win, so I didn't use it for this commentary, but I may do a extra video if I get time, because I think that's kind of the game that I'm most proud of that I've played in Dota so far. And I guess let's just get straight to the stats. So the strafe, it just gives you lots of extra attack speed. Yeah, that's about it. Extra attack speed, very useful later on. There is Searing Arrow. This is autocast and you can toggle it to be always on. And
this should make my life easier.
Affects enemy units and buildings. The buildings is important because this does bonus damage, and if you use Searing Arrows and Strafe on a building, it will go down fairly quickly. Up to 60 bonus damage. And it only costs 10 mana. And that's 60 bonus damage per hit, of course. And the third ability, the invisible ability, is Skeleton Walk. I think it gives a phase type ability, and of course it gives general invisibility and extra movement speed. The extra movement speed is very important. Even if I'm in a situation where they've got vision on me, like True Sight on me, I will toggle this on just for the bonus movement speed, because occasionally it will help you get out of the fight if you've got no other option. And Death Pact, basically eat a creep and get a percentage of its health as extra health for you and damage for you, which is kind of good. Mainly use it on jungle creeps. I've got to admit I don't use it as often as I could be, because that would essentially mean going into the jungle every 30 seconds or so, and that means that I'm away from the fights, but I try and use it whenever possible, and I found that it's very useful if you happen to be running past a jungle camp and you're running away from a fight, or you're being chased down. It's very useful to give you a huge chunk of extra health, which may well mean the difference between life and death. I don't think I'd do that so much this game because I don't get much chance to run away, but I did it in the last game I played and it worked really well. Okay, so basic laning phase at the moment. Fast item will be the Ring of Aquilus. That helps push the lanes.
Take that.
I kind of blocked him in there. I didn't mean to. It's just the way my movement patterns worked out. Something to note, they have a Techies and a Rikki on their team. Something which gave me no end of hassle. And there's the Rikki. Yeah, I'm doing something very stupid. I chased the PA past the tower. Of course the tower has True Sight on me, and I died. I don't think that was Fast Blood. I'm not sure. I could go back and check. I'm sure someone will tell me in the comments. Looks like the Rikki's in our shop. Yeah, the Rikki is a big problem for me in this lane. He just, I can deal with the PA, but it leaves me with very little extra HP, which means that the Rikki can just pop in for a easy kill basically, and it took me far too long to realise that. Okay, coming into lane, using the invis for the extra movement speed. What I should have done is sold one of the iron branches and got a TP, but I didn't think of that until I was almost in lane. Yeah, I was doing everything. I may have been able to save him if it was just the PA, the Phantom Assassin, but the Rikki showed up as well, and I didn't feel comfortable chasing down the PA with the Rikki standing there. I do have mana problems early on in the game. Part of it is because I'm keeping the searing arrows turned on to push the lane and make last hitting easier, and I did know that this would give me some mana problems, but one of the early items, oh, I was so close there, that Rikki is doing such a good job at protecting the PA. Yeah, one of the first items I build is the Orchid of Malevolence, and that gives me, in fact it's not just the Orchid that gives me the components, I think it's Staff of Oblivion, gives me a large amount of mana regen, so I'm kind of trying to hold out until then. Of course, what it does mean is that right now I've got no mana left to run away, which is not a good thing at all. I should toggle the searing arrows off at this point so I regen mana quickly. I've got enough to make an escape. Just as long as I don't do anything stupid. Okay, so Clinkz is a carry. I'm trying to get as much farm as possible, and basically he kind of comes online when he gets damage items. I don't think I can... No, I can't show you the shop, so I can't show you the build, but I will talk about each item as it appears. Going for power treads, fairly basic. I should switch the treads, I think. I don't ever switch it this game, but I should probably switch it to int maybe to help my mana regen, and then switch it back when I get into fights. Had no intention of actually going on the PA there, I just wanted to scare them out of the lane. But it does mean that the tower targeted me because all the creeps ran after her. And again, I'm in the position where I do not have enough mana to make an escape, which is just an easy kill. I really need to start keeping an eye on that, and he's just got invis, so we're not going to get the kill on that. And they've taken a very early lead when it comes to kills. I did not get my boots sent down. I should have bought them from the side shop, really. And now I'm just waiting for the TP scroll. I think I forget to transfer my items from the courier before I go down. Yeah. Oh well, I can get them in a minute. I did want to be in this lane though because the Tinker went back. I assume went back to heal or collect items or something. Yeah, I have a lot of fun playing Clinkz. It's probably not one that I would sort of deliberately set out to play a lot of, but if I randomed him, then I think I would just have a lot of fun playing that game. A combination between the invisibility and the searing arrows with the strafe. It's just just makes for a very powerful hero once he comes online. And I'm not sure where he is.
Under attack.
There's the PA.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Of course, the PA has evasion. So
can't bear to be seen.
oh, yeah, I went back for the kill on the PA, but my shadow walk was then off cooldown, so I died to the Rikki. 3 deaths in a row to the same hero, not exactly the best start. And that is half the deaths on my team. I know, it's 1/3 of the deaths on my team. Still the highest amount of deaths compared to any other member of my team, though. Looks like Techie is doing okay, so I guess no one bought Vision or True Sight for the bottom lane. I did buy some sentry wards. I'm going to place these in a couple of strategic locations, and hopefully I won't get jumped by the Rikki again this game.
Smart money.
It's taken me a while to get back into lane. Again, should have sold one of the ironwood branches. I'm not entirely sure that they're actually all that useful right now. They're only really useful for the first few minutes of the game. And one of the items that you can get on Clinkz is a magic wand, at which point the ironwood branches are very useful because they turn into, like, all you then need is a few hundred for the recipe and the magic stick. But I opted not to do that this game. Possibly a good idea, because the Rikki is casting spells a lot, and when he goes invisible, and the PA has a few spells like the dagger. I don't remember getting daggered all that much this game, which is odd. I usually do get daggered when I'm against PA. And here we go, testing out my new set of vision. And he's going to try and tank it. I'm just about manage it. And now I've got to go back. No TP scroll, so I'll have to go back the slow way. Oh no, I'm using a clarity. Not clarity, sorry, healing salve. And I'm about to get well, I've got one part of it. I need to save up for the second part of the Helm of the Dominator. Another core part of the Clinkz build. I don't actually use it to take control of any creeps this game because I didn't really fancy micromanaging anyone. I'm doing this kind of badly. All I wanted to do was grab the creep for the extra health, and then head down to bottom to see if I could help against that. Death Prophet is kind of tanky at the moment, so I didn't have too much trouble between the extra stats that the creep gave me and the strafe and searing arrows combination. That was fairly easy to do. I put a ward there because then we could see the Rikki coming down the lane or down the river, and oh look, Rikki is speaking in Cyrillic. I didn't notice that. Yeah, they've got no vision at all down there. I do buy gems later on. I say gems plural, you will see why later. Yeah, I'm heading back to hill now. They're kind of pushing. I do want to get back into lane very quickly because I don't want them to push past the vision that my sentry gives. Although once they get past that, they're kind of in the range of the tower vision, so it's not too bad. But again, I don't really want them to be able to just knock the tower health down from the creeps. So
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Just being a bit careful here until I push the lane out a bit. Ring of Aquilus is kind of doing a good job at keeping the creeps on my side alive. I didn't want to shadow walk to chase that down because that would be chasing into enemy territory, and that would essentially mean that I don't have my escape and I'm very vulnerable, so I just decided to push the creeps. Okay, yeah, just going back to laning. Hopefully we'll get a good few hits on the tower. Again, we've got to be careful because I don't have vision here, so the Rikki could come out at any time, and there we go, we've got the tower. I've got very little mana, so I shouldn't be pushing this far. I do have the Helm of the Dominator, and now I've got 0 mana. I've really got to get out of there.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I know there's a reason I'm going this way. I think I saw someone. I went bottom. Not the best thing I could be doing right now, because again I've got no mana, which means that I don't have much for searing arrows, and I don't have my escape. Yeah, the carrier I think is coming to me, so I will have my lifesteal pretty soon. But lifesteal isn't the thing I'm worried about now.
Radiant's bottom tower
that's my mana essentially all gone.
Radiant structures are fortified.
If anyone comes to lane at all, I'm done for pretty much. There's the axe here as well.
Illusion.
And yes, someone's coming to lane. Right now, the only thing I should be doing is getting out of there. That's Medusa, I believe. I think she's got an ability which turns you to stone or stuns you. If it hits you on your front. I dodged that completely by accident there. And I pinged the Rikki on my way back up to lane because it's not the Rikki, sorry, the techies, because it's always useful to know there's a techies hiding in the trees.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I think I buy the gem, the fast gem of the game, after I finish off my orchid. Orchid is very good. It gives you int attack speed, damage and mana regeneration, as well as an active which lets you silence someone.
Middle tower has fallen.
I considered going mid there, but I knew it was going to be it wasn't going to help at all. I do use Shadow Walk to try and chase that down, and they just stand there in front of the tower. If I had anyone else by me, that would be a kill on our team. Rikki's committed suicide, and looks like he took some people with him. Did I say Rikki again? I think I keep saying Rikki when what I mean is techies. Kind of similar sounding names. You spend a lot of time at this point going back and forth between lane and fountain, but I would much rather go back to fountain than die. I don't have too bad of health at that point, but there wasn't anyone else in lane with me, and I didn't fancy going against two such heroes one that can stun and
Radiant's
one that
bottom
can
tower
explode
is under
me.
attack. Dire's top
So
tower
back to
is under
heal,
attack.
and there's the axe there, and it looks like the bristleback is coming down the lane as well. The extra movement speed I have means that I managed to catch up with the bristleback fairly quickly. And I'm guessing that's the techies coming back into lane. I wanted to push this out because I didn't want to go in on the fight. I think now would be a good time to go in. Yeah, very good. And there is my strafe and the searing arrows. I'm kind of tanky at the moment. I just took 2 clusters of bombs to the face and it didn't affect me too much. As long as I can get a bit of farm right now, I'll be healing from the hum of the Dominator. Except there's a PA there, so I need to get out of there very quickly. Except I don't get out of there. It's kind of risky me being here because the PA, once the PA knows they're going to die, they could just turn on me like that. But I managed to do enough damage and then get out that it secured us an extra kill at very little risk to us. If there had been a Rikki there, waiting to take me on, then it would have not paid off so well. But that's kind of what Dota's about, especially at this level. It's the risks that do or don't work out. Okay, I believe at the moment I'm going to leave the shop, or leave the fountain without getting my items, which is a bad move because that's damage and attack speed, and that's mana regen, both of which I could do with in these kind of fights. And this is extra intelligence. Once I get those 3, I will get the Staff of Oblivion, which will help a lot. In terms of mana regen,
middle tower is under attack.
Axe is low on mana. I think I'm just going to grab a creep and try and join a fight. I did not notice that Axe was actually in a fight with a player, which is why I'm not there right now. But I do notice now. I'm trying to chase down the PA, but I stopped too quickly, and it's not worth chasing it any farther.
Cut you like cordwood.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I saw the techies here. Okay, put some more sentries. I remember doing that now. I didn't remember doing that when I started this commentary. I decided to go down that route behind the trees there because the route I was going to take is a key spot for techies to put mines down into, and I know for a fact that he has been doing that earlier this game, so yeah, I didn't have enough slots for all the items, and it gave me the Mask of Madness, which I guess isn't too bad because it's still regeneration. Yeah, I don't know how they saw that. Maybe they've got their own sentry there. But I'm just going to put another one there. And there is Rikki. I wanted to kill the Death Prophet quickly, otherwise her ult would just start wrecking people. And if the Rikki was alone there, I could have possibly
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I could have possibly gone on the Rikki but the PA was there as well. I didn't have enough health to deal with both of them. If I get the courier to deliver my items, there we go. There we go, I've got the Oblivion Staff. Again, int attack speed, damage and mana regen. Slightly more damage and mana regeneration than the base components. And I get 2 of those for the recipe that I need. The Medusa and the Death Prophet were never too hard to kill in this game. The Rikki, on the other hand, was... I don't think Techies was too hard to kill, but once he got a blink he became a bit more annoying. And I know he's probably put down mines and so on, so I'm being very careful where I'm stepping because I don't have any... yeah, there we go. I don't have any observation true sight left. Right now I'm just waiting for the creep wave so that we can attack the tower.
Radiant's middle tower is under
The
attack.
Medusa's coming up. Here we go. If the axe follows me, we can... there's a techies. I want to deal with the techies. And there's a PA.
Unstoppable.
Yeah, this is what I did during a lot of this game. I don't know why the invisibility wore off, maybe I attacked someone, but basically I went in to get the... Oh, the Rikki's is right there chasing me by the looks of it. You can kind of see shadows and splashes when you're doing the replays that you can't see in game, and it gives you a hint as to where the invisible heroes are. Yeah, I wanted the kill on the techies, so I started hitting him, I tanked the damage from the other heroes, and then went invisible. We've lost our tier 1 tower there, so I didn't get as far down the lane as I expected. Ton Shadow Walk on to get there a bit quicker because it will be off cooldown by the time I get there. And looks like that's Death Prophet's AoE silence. I turned on my strafe for that, and I shouldn't have done. I didn't realise how low the tower was. So now I'm just going to use it to push the lane a bit quicker than we would have done before, and possibly get a few hits on the next tower. Looks like it may have already worn off though. Hopefully we manage to do a fair bit of damage before someone comes back to lane. I decided to keep hitting the tower here because it's almost dead, and I wanted the tower more than I wanted to chase down a hero. And there's a Death Prophet anyway. Death Prophet ult is very, very powerful, but you've got to cast it before going into a fight. Otherwise, like, if you cast it right before you die, it's not going to do anything for you, because it disappears when you die, and you only get the regen from it when the ult ends. And there's the Rikki again. Yeah, being very, very annoying. We got the tower though, and hopefully we will be able to... hopefully we'll be able to get the barracks.
Monster kill.
We hardly knew you.
I'm hanging around slightly too long. There is still a Rikki there, but that's the Death Prophet's back up. If we can get these barracks, we're going to be in a very good position, and I believe this is...
has fallen.
Yeah, yeah, there's the gem, and I go invisible to collect the items from the fountain, I don't know who got Dyer's carrier killed, but there wasn't anything on it by the looks of it, so it's not too bad. Hopefully it was just returning home and someone got a lucky kill on it. But yes, I now have a gem to deal with the techies and, more importantly, the Rikki, and I have my orchid, which I should have used the orchid a lot more than I did, especially to deal with the Rikki. I think the Rikki at the moment is the only one worth using it on, because if you can silence him, he can't go invisible. Although I do have the gem on me, but he does have other abilities that is very useful to silence. As I said, no one else really giving me any trouble. The Phantom Assassin is kind of hard to kill because of the evasion she has, but yeah, I saw a kill here, so I was I know there's a Rikki there. He doesn't know I can see him. I wanted to chase down the PA because the PA was low health. I saw the courier there, but I thought getting the hero kill was more important than the courier kill. Although it had just been to the secret shop, so there's probably something good on it. I'm not doing this well. I've got, yeah. I should have kind of backed out of there and waited for him to show himself again. There he is. Yeah, I need to be very careful because there's the Rikki and the PA. I don't want the Rikki to jump me. I think he went back to heal anyway. Ooh. Techies has a blink, by the way. And now... Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that. I think PA may have a blink as well. No. Oh yeah, she's got, I believe, one of her abilities. Yes. Okay, so something I learnt today. PA can jump to you. I think Rikki took the gem. Yes, Rikki took the gem. Which is annoying because the Rikki is a lot harder to kill than the PA is at the moment. At the moment, when I'm playing the game, I didn't know who took it. Yeah, I didn't know who took the gem at the moment, so I kind of click different heroes whenever I can see them and try and find it. It never occurred to me that the Rikki took it because I thought he was out of the area at that time. And trying to decide where to go. Looks like there's a fight mid, so I go there. Next item I'm building is, well, this is the first part of it. The item is the Daedalus, which gives me crits, which will counteract the PA's evasion. This just gives me, this gives me crits straight away and damage. I'm chasing down the PA here because I assumed the PA was the one who took the gem. Yeah, I want to hang out of sight a bit because then hopefully I can get a bit of a easy kill. Of course they've got vision on me because they've got the high ground, but there we go. Death Prophet, again, not hard to kill. Now I know for a fact that the PA doesn't have the gem. Just tank a few techies' mines.
Structures are fortified.
Next time, I'll assess before I assassinate.
I think at this point I need to go to the jungle to grab a creep and get my health back up.
Radiant's top tower
Techie
is under
suicide.
attack.
And yes, now I... oops. And of course, because the Rikki goes invisible so quickly, it was a while before I actually managed to click on him to see that he actually did have the gem.
Character assassin.
Nice slam dunk there by Axe. I've got no idea where Rikki is. Quite possibly hiding somewhere. Oh, is that a blink on Axe as well? Yes, yes it is. Good on you, Axe. No, I want that one. Yeah, at the moment I think I'm desperately watching the fight, trying to get a click on Rikki just to see what he has. He's not in the fight though, so I'm not going to get that chance. Yeah, at the moment we're just pushing lanes. We've got a fair advantage, but we really don't want to hang around for too long, otherwise they're going to get a definite advantage. What am I doing? Oh, I'm getting some dust. I don't have a slot for dust, but I bought it anyway. At the moment my entire focus is that we dust Rikki, we kill him, we get the gem back. I think in a moment I ask the Drow whether they will, whether they would take the dust if I dropped it, and they didn't respond. So, I don't know. Would have been good to have dust on the Drow, I think. Because, well, Drow has a slot free.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
My other option is to drop my TP, which I don't really want to do, and then grab the dust myself.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
I don't know. Nothing much going on at the moment. What we need to do is group as a 5 and target the Rikki once we have sight on him. That's not what we do. I never really managed to get us to group as a 5.
Dire's top tower
But the Rikki is so strong at the moment.
Dire's
Let's just
top
quickly
tower
check.
has fallen.
Yeah, he's got the Sange, he's got the Diffusal Blade, and he's got my gem, of course. And he can pretty much melt me.
I don't believe this.
You are too noisy to live.
Yeah, if we had had vision on the Rikki there, we probably could have got that kill.
Dire's top tower is under
He is
attack.
getting very, very fed though. What's his kills?
Sorry.
The Rikki has 14 kills. 15 kills.
Double damage.
Spawning in half a
Dire's
minute.
top tower
What's
is
everyone else
under
doing?
attack.
Pushing. That's good. If we can take the Vax, then our creeps will be able to slowly chip away at their base. And it will mean that they can leave the base less often because they've got to deal with the creeps. And there's the Rikki, and I think probably a... yeah.
Unsee this.
Axe is blunted.
Yeah, Yeah, I did. I told the courier to deliver the dust to me once I used up my... I guess probably because I didn't leave the fountain yet, I shouldn't wait for the teleport to complete. No worries, I realised what I did and re-sent it to me. But I decided to not replace my teleport scroll and go for the dust.
Radiant's middle tower
And
is under
I
attack.
think right now I want to send
Radiant
the
structures
courier
are
to the secret
fortified.
shop, because then I can get the next part of the Daedalus, which is the Demon Edge, which gives me huge amounts of damage. This game's gone to 40 minutes. Most of my Clinkz games were done by about half an hour, I guess. 20 minutes, half an hour. So at this point I'm getting a lot more farmed than I was in those games, which made it a better game for me, because if all you've got is Orchid, then you're not really all that much use. I mean, you can silence one hero, and that's good and all, but if you can't then follow up with a kill, then you're essentially a support hero, I guess. Now that I'm starting to get some of my other core items, it's giving me a chance to do a lot more damage.
Death's bounty.
I should really finish off though that camp and get a bit more farm. I don't know why the courier was back in base. I guess someone maybe microed it there, maybe it was in danger or something I didn't notice, but oh well. I'm close enough to the shop that I could get the item anyway. I'm going to send it home because I don't have a slot for it yet. Once I get the recipe as well, which is in about 30 gold, I will be able to have it all in the same slot.
Many a grave is hidden in these woods.
And there's the recipe. Yeah, that'll give me a huge stat boost. And hopefully, possibly, maybe give me a chance of actually killing the Rikki once in a while. I think someone stole the courier from me, which means that I won't be getting my item that quickly, and I can't at the moment. I can't get it from their shop because it's on the courier, not in the stash. I kind of wanted to go for the racks rather than for the towers, because I did get the dust off. I'm not going to be able to get the kill though. Yeah, that's a shame. We died. We all died too early there. We could have possibly gotten the Rikki kill because I did manage to dust him, but there wasn't enough damage going out to him with just the two of us there. And now we're all dead for a very long time. We've got bottom backs. We've got top tier, middle tier 3 tower, and we've got all of our tier 2 towers up, plus an advantage when it comes to kills and gold. But at this point, the Rikki is just making it impossible to make any progress inside their base. We need to get the mid racks, we need to get the top racks, and then, like I said, we can distract them while the creeps do all the work. As you can see here, the mega creeps on the bottom seem to be doing a fairly good job. I can't select them in this view. Oh look, I'm back up. Yeah, I'm pushing the creeps away. At the moment, my main thought is that we have an advantage because we've got... Oh look, our top tower fell, I didn't notice that just then. We've got an advantage because we've got bottom backs, which means the bottom lane is pushing a lot faster, or a lot stronger. If they get one of our racks, then it kind of evens out the game a bit and we lose our advantage. And right now I'm feeling like we need all the advantage we can get. So I do spend a fair bit of time trying to clear the lanes and not let towers fall and so on. I sold my Ring of Quillis because I wanted the extra space. I still needed the dust for the Rikki and I wanted a TP scroll. I don't know where the other two are going. We really need to be grouping up as a 5. Possibly going for a jungle creep now.
Radiant's middle
Or going
barracks are
bottom.
under
Oh,
attack.
Axe wanted to do Roche. Yeah, maybe, I guess. I wasn't too keen on it, and our bottom lane needed protection anyway. I was going to originally help him out with Roche, but yeah, the bottom lane was just too pushed. And
Radiant's middle
I go
barracks
for
are
this
under
because
attack.
it's a fairly easy kill.
Radiant's middle barracks has fallen.
And that takes them out for an entire 75 seconds. And Axe dealt with the techies pushing bottom.
Radiant's middle tower
I
is
think
under
we
attack.
need to defend top. Ah, looks like there's a creep wave going. I can now get the fast part of my butterfly, the eagle song, which will give me agility. And then there's evasion there. Maybe should have bought evasion fast. I mean, it's 25% evasion, that would have done a huge amount against the Rikki. But I wanted to get the most expensive component fast for some reason. And it's not too far until I can get that.
Smart money.
Yeah, again, just pushing this lane. I'm going to grab a creep here. Well, not here because I didn't like the look of any of those. There, I'll get that one. And there's a PA. Probably a Rikki too somewhere around here. Yeah, there we go. I knew there was a Rikki as soon as she turned around. Wasted my dust on him.
They got a bargain when they hired me.
Yeah.
I can't take much more.
And did the axe survive? Where is the axe? Oh, axe is blue. Yes, the axe did survive.
To me, the rule is
Yeah, Rikki just melts everyone right now.
Daggered.
I do have another gem lined up to buy. At this point, I saw that the dust did pretty much nothing against the fight for him. I knew it was a bad choice getting another gem, but there wasn't anything else I could do. Pretty much we need to see Rikki, we need to kill him. We need to get the original gem back, otherwise I'm useless because I can't escape him.
See that coming.
And the Death Prophet is going to die to creeps. Some reason the Drow got that kill. Yes, I'm going to respawn, then I'm going to farm a bit to get the gem. Yeah, it's kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't. we need the gem to see the Rikki. I know as soon as I get the gem, Rikki's just going to kill me again and take the gem anyway. But I don't know, I couldn't think of any better option. I guess putting sentries would have been a good option, except you get very limited view for those, and they would just get dewarded, I expect, as soon as they worked out we had sentries there. I can get my gem now, I'll carrier it out. There's a fight going on mid. I think I go and join it. Maybe push one more wave. Yeah, push one more wave, and then we've still got 2 other tier 2 towers. That's still pretty good.
Regeneration.
And we got their top racks. I didn't notice that we did that, but not top racks, mid racks. Yeah, I used my teleport there to get there a bit quicker. I walked towards the courier to get my gem because I knew there was a Rikki there. Yes, we've got two sets of racks now, which means 2 lanes are pushing better. So as long as we keep our racks in place, it's going to be a good time for us. I'm doing no damage to him whatsoever. And he's got a lot more movement speed than I do.
Top tower is under attack.
Anyone could see that.
I silenced him, yes. I think that's possibly the one and only time I used my orchid properly. Because now he can't leap away and I can just chase him down.
Dire's bottom tower is
He
under
got me
attack.
anyway. Didn't see the gem.
On the dotted line.
And luckily our...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
what's this? Tinker, yes, Tinker. Luckily our Tinker was in the area and managed to grab the gem. Which is very good. At least I didn't hand over a second gem to him.
Dire's
And now we
bottom
still have
tower
it
is
for the
under
next time.
attack.
That tower's gone.
Dire's structures
No
are
saving that one.
fortified.
If we had a TP down there, then maybe... Rikki gets crits, he gets evasion, and he has a Divine Rapier for 300 damage now. This game just gets better and better, doesn't it? I'm not sure if this will be a kill. Looks like it probably will, unless the Rikki shows up. There we go.
All in a dice.
Dead for another 15 seconds. There is almost all of us up. I told everyone to go bottom, they decided to go mid, so I joined them mid. Yeah, Gem is in the stash for some reason. I'm not sure why it's in the stash because I didn't buy another one. But what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to have the courier deliver it to me. And I will swap out my TP scroll onto the courier.
Get some.
No.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Yeah, I've got to get the courier to wait. Yeah, there we go. And Rikki now has an Aegis. There we go, I've got my gem.
Regeneration.
I should be shadow walking now. Is it shadow walk? Yeah, skeleton walk. I've probably been calling it shadow walk all day. Or all video.
Double kill.
Okay. Yes. Between me, the Drow, and the Tinker, we managed to kill Rikki. And between the two of them, they managed to kill him a second time, which means he dropped my original gem and the rapier. And Bristleback is quite rightly very concerned that the rapier should be the item which gets picked up, but he has no space. The Tinker has no space, so he drops the gem. I send the courier down to pick it up, or pick both of them up, and then basically we'll have a spare gem in our base. And Tinker's waiting around because he's going to protect the courier on the way back. There we go, both gems. Courier go home, and speed boost. And now our Tinker has a divine rapier. I like that. This game just got so much better. So I now have an escape against the Rikki. We can see the Techie's bombs, we can see Rikki, and our Tinker is hitting ridiculously hard. And I'm back up and I have my gem. So pushing top, again I really don't want the racks to go. I mean, if you look at the bottom of the map there, our creeps are pushed all the way into their base, and they're probably... Oops, I was too busy looking somewhere else. But yeah, our creeps are pushed all the way into their base, and they're attacking their tier 4 towers. Luckily it's only a Death Prophet and a Techie's. He suicided and got most of my life, but I'm still alive, I'm still going to keep fighting. And I'm almost level 25, which is always good. There's 4 of us. Yeah, 4 of us there. And Axe is dead. Right now, as I've been saying all game, the absolute most important thing is we all stick together. Except I'm going to wander off and grab creep because I want a bit more health. I don't really use my ultimate to its full potential, but again, like I said at the beginning, it's a bit inconvenient to go grabbing creeps every 30 seconds. There. I didn't think we was going to get that kill, so I wandered backwards. Luckily, our Tinker is hitting ridiculously hard still. This part of the game just got a lot easier and a lot more fun. Well, I was having fun all game, but I think they're using the Death Prophet as bait. I think that's the second time that they've done that. Death Prophet was just standing there amongst a cluster of bombs. And that's their top towers, their T4 towers. Get that kill, and I'm going to go around the other side of the fountain because I don't want Rikki to jump on me. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the Clinkz game. I'm actually really happy with how that game went. I mean, I did make a lot of mistakes, but at the same time, we won, and it was a hard-fought battle. And if you look, the Rikki on that team, 32 kills, and Techie's had 9, mainly from explosions and suicides. So, I don't know, maybe the Rikki was a smart account, which would explain why I had so much trouble dealing with him. I didn't do too badly, 20 kills, only 10 deaths, and 9 assists. I think most of the deaths were to Rikki, to be honest. And I got a fair amount of my items. I don't think I finished off my butterfly, but that's how the game goes sometimes. Anyway, well, first of all, thank you very much for watching. I know this is kind of a long video, and if you want more Dota every Saturday and more Titanfall every Wednesday, please subscribe to the channel to get it directly into your feed. If you like the video, please leave a like and let me know. If you have any comments on to how I'm playing or to what hero you want me to do next, just leave a note in the comments. I'm perfectly happy to deviate from my A to Z challenge to do something a bit different. And until next time, don't feed the trolls.